Moron!
Hey, moron.
I got a wooden spoon.
The first time I ever, so I watched that movie, and as I was watching it with Titan, he was young, like 3 or 4, and I remembered the scene where, where homeboy goes, "You can do it! Cut his fucking head off!" And so I made sure Titan didn't listen, and I like muted the TV. Well, I went out with like the boys, and I told Steph, "Yeah, you can let him watch Waterboy." And she's putzing around doing whatever, and she didn't know that part was coming up, and Titan was watching it at like 3 or 4 years old. And she texted me, she's like, "Hey, sweet movie." Sweet movie you picked to let him watch. I said, "What are you talking about?" She said, "Cut his fucking head off." Oops. We're down to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 balls. 6 weeks. Of course,
You're
let's
not
get
in
him.
the shot.
I am in the shot.
Now you are. When you're way back like that, you're not.
Wide angle lens.
You edit this, of course, yeah.
No. We're gonna play that whole thing and you talking about cut his fucking head off. Chop that up. And then take it out of context.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. By the way, this, I mean, it didn't save me, but it did give me some solace to know that you didn't win 3 out of the 4.
Yeah.
But this right here came in late. Because
Had
it was
to have.
48-52
Yeah.
going to bed, and then we woke up in the morning, it was 50-50. So,
Yep.
let's do it.
3, 2.
All right, we're back. Segment 3 of the Horns Up Podcast, episode 20. We just got done doing some ballads, some sweet, sweet ballads. Very heartfelt and loving ballads. And then we did some lake jams, and that was some fun stuff. And I think we ended up with a really rock solid battle there to finish.
Yeah.
That was me burping to the side.
Other way.
You guys asked me
It's
to
gonna fucking hit that and it's gonna come right here. That way.
I'm right here though.
Sorry.
Go right behind.
Sorry.
Like turn
I meant-
all the way around.
I meant all disrespect.
When you burp, I want you to turn around and get out.
All right. This is the segment where we discuss our results from last week. We get into what we're gonna dive into next week, and then we have our who you listening to for the finish. And our great one and only Jared Fisher is gonna give us our who you listening to this week. So let's get into our results from last week. Get both of your fingers out of your nose holes.
Nope.
It's not that bad.
Nope.
We got fresh air in here.
No, we don't.
All right, last week we did bad songs that get stuck in your head. And as everybody predicted, Baby Shark defeated Let It Go because everybody knows Let It Go's a friggin' jam. And nobody doesn't mind getting that stuck in their head.
Red Solo Cup wasn't in last week's. Just kidding, Brian.
Yeah, but it's a good song.
It could have been.
It could have been, but I think it's a good song. I put that right up there with Idina Menzel, or as John Travolta said, Hadida Dazudi, or whatever he said. You remember that?
Manzanelli?
The wickedly talented.
Yeah.
Ha-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, he said. Anyway, so Baby Shark defeated Let It Go, 63% to 37%. Thank you for voting. Then Mambo number 5 narrowly escaped victory with a 42% to 58% loss to Mbop.
Your favorite song.
Mbop by Hanson. Then we got into the punk category. Punk was fun. Punk was exciting, and we had a late vote come in, and it tied us up for the first matchup in punk. The Clash, Should I Stay or Should I Go? Classic versus a skateboard hit from Lit, My Own Worst Enemy, and that tied 50-50. And I saw on the voting results, we had the official Lit band Instagram come in and vote on that one, so that's cool. And then we got into another song, Ruby Soho by Rancid versus another American Pie special, Sum 41 Fat Lip.
Blowout.
67% to 33. Sum 41 Fat Lip walks away with the victory. Then we, just for fun, because of the sad Van Halen news last week, decided we would see who people prefer, David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar, Van Halen or Van Hagar, as some people like to call it, Joe Dirt. And of course, everybody picked David Lee Roth, 63% to 37%.
I picked Van Hagar.
You picked Van Hagar, you know
I
what?
think
And
that's just the 90s thing for me. Hearing more Hagar sing with them. And
right. You know what? I just felt like David Lee Roth was just more in the gutter. Was that dirty, nasty LA streets kind of hair metal versus that. Sammy Hagar was a little cleaner, a little more, love songy, a little more ballady, which would have fit in. There's a couple of those later Van Halen songs that would have been in the ballad category this week. So, fun week last week. Daddy got a little saucy. Went to that volleyball tournament, had some margaritas, came to the podcast a little saucy. So I'm going to try to not be so sloppy going forward. But I had a good time either way. So are you ready to get into... So this week we decided with Halloween coming up, we're only going to roll one ball from the ball buster. We're going to find out what we're doing for our first segment next week. And then our second segment, we're doing Halloween-based music.
That's not Monster Mash.
Not Monster Mash. I wouldn't pick Monster Mash anyway.
Already used Michael Jackson once this year,
So Thriller, out the door. Ain't nobody using Thriller.
You better dig deep.
You better get deep in this thing. So we're gonna, and I feel like we're gonna probably bump some tips a few times because
I doubt it. I've already got my songs in.
You already got your Halloween songs picked.
Well.
Okay. All right.
Both,
Okie dokie.
loser.
All right. So we're only going to roll the ball for one time this week. You ready to get into what we're going to do for segment one? I hope it's like the complete antithesis of Halloween music. I hope it's like orchestra or some shit. This is going to be some crazy thing that...
Cheese and wine tasting.
Yeah. Wine tasting music. Jerry, you know what? We're going to put that in on next year's season. All right. Here we go. We've got 33.
Cover songs.
Oh, I've been dying for cover songs. I love cover songs.
Lots of those.
Lots of good cover songs. I love cover songs, and I'm excited for that. So we're going to do cover songs and Halloween-themed music, Halloween-centric music, scary music, whatever you want to come up with. But it's got to be kind of Halloween-y, scary, if you will.
You said weenie.
Did say weenie, Halloween.
That's how you like it.
I like my Halloween extra weenie.
Hold the hollow.
Hold the hollow. I need it thick. All right. So that being said, that gets us to our Who You Listening To portion of the week. This is our first ever in-studio guest. In-studio guest is going to give us a Who You Listening To. What do you got for us this week, Jared Fisher?
Well, I don't have the book on tape version of this song like you guys like to read out, the big description of where the song came from.
Right.
But this is a band that you and I and all of us have been dear to our hearts.
Sure.
Been fans of. It's a Royal Bliss song, so we're going to see these guys next week on Friday. If you're out there and you're local,
sure,
go get a ticket.
Yeah.
Go see these guys. They will not disappoint.
Live.
Love
Royal Bliss.
A lot of songs to pick from these guys, so it was hard to choose.
Monster
I went with a song that's, it's a very good song.
Sure. What you got for us?
It's Cry Sister.
Cry Sister.
These guys, I don't really have a whole lot of history on these guys, but they do have a wide variety of influences from Led Zeppelin and Johnny Cash. They take a sound that's uniquely theirs and cannot be denied. It just cannot be denied.
Yeah, it cannot.
Their music does speak to the common man.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure.
As Google says, and it tells a story and rocks out with a good party crowd.
Sure.
Which
Bingo.
we we will be that party crowd.
We will be that party crowd. You know what's really cool about next week? We're going to this concert, and I don't predict myself or my wife being back home before 1 o'clock a.m. And guess what? Got football in the morning.
Yep.
Gotta be there at 8.
Early game.
Gotta be there at 8.
Guess what? I'm going to this concert. I'm not gonna wear pants.
Let's not wear pants, and let's enjoy some Royal Bliss. Cry Sister. You know what? We're speaking of Halloween songs. Talking about Royal Bliss got me all monstered up.
Yep. Frank and Weenie, bro.
I got Frank and Weenie. Cry Sister.
Hard and Loud. That could be monstered up as another song.
We've used Hard and Loud.
Yep.
We've used, I'd say Royal Bliss has
Most
been
used,
the most used in season 1, and that's because we love them.
Yeah.
We love them so much. We love those guys. Thanks, Neil, for coming in and doing the interview on week 4. The lost week, right? No, we lost 3.
No, we lost 3.
Anyway, Royal Bliss, Cry Sister. This song is so badass, and we hope you enjoy it. And if you're local, which you are, because ain't much of you, but get on the web, go to Mace Theater, just walk up to the window, buy tickets for Friday the 23rd. Royal Bliss live in person, real music. Get back to normal, right? Mm-hmm. Let's get back to normal. Forget about this COVID shit and enjoy some live music with Royal Bliss, our friends Royal Bliss. Make sure you go to @horns_up_pod. Follow us on Instagram. Vote every Monday. Have some fun. Share the podcast with your friends. Mixcloud, 3 little dots, top right corner. Drop down. Follow. Share. Enjoy the podcast. We hope you had fun, and we hope Jared had fun sitting in on it this week. Did you have fun?
Absolutely. Yep.
It's a good time. You got to see how the sausage is made this week, right?
God, you talk about wiener so much.
I just said sausage, bro. All right, let's get to some Royal Bliss. Let's enjoy this Royal Bliss. Cry Sister, one of their best songs by far of all time. Hope you enjoyed it. We love you, and come back next week.